and welcome to East Brunswick High School. And tonight it's football, as J. Doyle Field is hosting a contest between the Phillipsburg Stateliners and our Bears. I'm Frank Noppenberger, and I'm joined by our expert on football, former star athlete at East Brunswick, Mr. Rich Whalen. Rich, I know we got two different sides of this coin here. One team's undefeated, the other team is winless, but I know you've done your homework. Some thoughts about tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, listen, East Brunswick has, in the last couple games that I've seen, they've been competitive, especially the first half. North Brunswick, who's a really good team, we're tied at halftime 0-0. So I think what the Bears have to try to do is put a full game together. It's easier said than done, but there have been some signs that, even though they're winless, they haven't given up on the season, and tonight's another opportunity to try to, be competitive and see if they can, squeak out a win here against Phillipsburg.
Well, it's ironic because I was up here at the girls' soccer game the other day and had a long talk with Mr. Steinfeld, Coach Steinfeld, and he basically was asking the kids all week, saying, why not us? Why not us? And then following up with the old cliche is just do your job, which goes to what you're saying, got to play a whole game. We got to play the whole game. The key to the game is stopping their pass, their run, score on them early.
Yeah, I think Phillipsburg's known, and they've been like this for years since I've known. East Brunswick's never really played Phillipsburg, but Phillipsburg's a hard-nosed offensive line, defensive line, physical team. So I think we'll know early if East Brunswick is up to the task and matching that physical nature that Phillipsburg. And I was talking to a couple of the coaches. Phillipsburg has a state game next week, so we'll have to see also who is suited up for them, how long they're going to play. So that could also factor into the decision into the game tonight as well.
Well, that's why they play the game. You never know who's going to come out on top, and hopefully with some luck and some good bounces, the ball will go this way for the Bears. So stay tuned for the start of the game. Hey, and now we're back, and again, it's football. The Bears are taking on the Stateliners from Phillipsburg. For those football fans out there, high school, they've got one of the most outstanding football programs in the state ever since way, way, way back. They're right on that border, thus the Stateliners. We've never competed against them in football. I know we've scrimmaged them, but hey, it's fun to see what it's all about. Again, I'm Frank Noppenberger, and I'm joined by Richie Whalen. As you see out on the screen there, they're doing the coin toss to determine well, you know what it's about. Okay, Rich, so now you're the head coach, and you win the coin toss. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you think about different things, but, I always liked trying to have the ball and then make a statement with, getting your offense out there and trying to put some points on the board.
That's exactly what I'd be saying. Well, I think the Bears are going to receive, and they'll be going left to right. Obviously, they're in the green.
And that was number 3, Ben Salamini, one of the captains for the Bears. He's a senior. Number 42, Jameel Davis, who's also a senior, and then number 67, Kevin McMillan. So you can see them coming off the field. East Brunswick, like you said, are going to get the ball first, so they'll be able to, hopefully establish something. Even, you'd obviously love to get a score on your first drive, but you'd like to at least get into a little rhythm, get some first downs, change the field position depending on where you get this ball on the kickoff, and set the tone like we talked about in the pregame. I think I really want to be looking at both the offensive and defensive lines of both teams and kind of see who wins that battle.
Well, the key, and it's no secret, our offense and the entire team revolves around Ben Salamini, our quarterback, and I'm sure Phillipsburg has scouted us and are doing the same thing. I'd be interested to see if they do have a spy on him or they just play their straight up defense.
Yeah, and if you look at East Brunswick, I mean, the games, obviously they're 0-7. Just one time the Sayreville game were they able to score more than 2 touchdowns in a game. So I think, you hope your defense plays well, but that's putting a lot of pressure on your defense, knowing going into a game if, you give up more than 14 points, other than the one game against Sayreville, you're not going to win it. So, hopefully East Brunswick can get off to a good start. Like you said, Ben Salamini.
Right.
Obviously, things revolve around him. Probably even a little bit more with his feet. He's got, close to 800 yards rushing this year. So here we go. This is number 18 for the Stateliners here, kicking off.
A little bit of a squib. I'm not sure if that was designed. Not a bad. We got beyond the 35.
Yep, and that was number 22, Ryan Bennett. I've been impressed watching him this year. He's a hard-nosed kid. Plays north and south. Gets as many yards as he can. It does look like there's. That was not a flag. That was the pink towel there of Ben Salamini. It looked like so.
Well, Coach Steinfeld in our discussion again said that they need to put a whole game together. If we can put a whole game together, we're going to be in this to the end.
And Salamini gave that ball up to number 2 for the Bears, and that was Tobias Newberger, but really had no chance there. Got good penetration there.
Yeah, that number was that number 28.
Yes.
He just he was blitzing.
Yep,
right,
shot that gap.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's the man spying on Salamini.
Right. Yeah. So they're going to say forward progress. I guess we'll just stay right at the line of scrimmage here.
2 split. All right, we got a couple there.
Yeah, had a little bit of a hole there, but just got tripped up on that left side. Number 52 for the Bears there, offensive lineman on that left side. Mina Gamel's kind of coming up limp, so they're going to get number 70. Alex Ortiz is going to come and substitute for him.
So that's the 3rd and 10, obviously a passing situation. I was wondering if Coach Salamini was going to come out with a no huddle, ba-boom, 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 just to get a little change of pace in there. Coach Steinfeld, not Coach Salamini.
And that looks like the Bears maybe alignment.
No, he's called offside. And if that was on a receiver, usually the ref will say to the official, back up, at least in the beginning. It'll say to the athlete will say, am I good, am I good?
Yeah, that actually looked like he went into the line of East Brunswick and said the one of the linemen was off on that.
That certainly could be.
So that doesn't help cause. Is a 3rd and 10 itself is not easy now. It's almost a 3rd and 15. So let's see what the Bears can do. Have a couple wideouts on the far side there.
It's a 4-4. I hated that defense. Oh. Look at this. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Got a lot of running for a couple yards. Huh?
Yeah. He ended up. They got about 7 or 8 though on the play, but that's going to be about 8 yards short of where they needed to get to. And a lot of the East Brunswick, passes are that rollout. It's tough, especially for a righty quarterback when you're rolling out to that left side. Right. Now it looks like they're going to be aggressive here and go for it here. They're saying, what do we have to lose here? So
right. Now if we didn't go, well, I'm not criticizing. I'm just, my judgment is no. Let's punt it here. If it was 4 yards, maybe 3 yards.
And you know what? It looked like number 21 there, Logan Conrarty, maybe had a little bit of a step. The ball floated a little bit and allowed the defender to to get there.
I don't know if that was a waggle or a straight sprint out pass, but we had nobody dragging over the middle. And if you watch the college and the pros, there's always somebody dragging for the middle.
Right.
And it was wide open.
Yeah, you get sometimes those guys on the backside dragging over that end up open there. So, East Brunswick, obviously, they're going into this game, I'm sure, and they're saying we're going to be very aggressive. Obviously, we're aggressive there.
Got 2 receivers left. Split backfield.
And that's to the left side. That was see if we can get a number. That's number 6. Yep. He's one of the guys. That's Caleb Rivera. They kind of have, looking at their stats for this year, they kind of have 4 running backs that kind of get, anywhere from 250 to about 600 yards rushing. I am looking, though, and the quarterback here, number 12, his name's Jet Genovese. He's thrown the ball pretty well this year for him, pretty balanced attack, and he's also run the ball pretty effectively. So he looks like he's a dual threat for Phillipsburg.
They like that left side, huh?
Yeah. That was a little guy there, number 7. That was Jason Garcia. He's only listed as 5'5" on the program here.
But you talked about those 4 or 5 running backs they have. That creates competition, and you take it a down or 2 off next.
Yeah, and listen, it's going to keep those guys fresh too. So if they're pretty equal in terms of talent, you bring a new guy in, and they're always going to be fresh. And East Brunswick plays, a decent amount of guys both sides of the ball. All right, little pre-snap penalty. That's on the Bears. Looked like they were lined up maybe offsides.
I have not seen the call, but it looks like it's a 5-yarder, which would probably agree with what you said.
Yeah.
But that gives them a first down.
So it was going to be a 3rd and about 2-ish, so that offsides on the Bears gave the first down to Phillipsburg.
The outside to the right. They got us outnumbered to the right.
And they're going to give it to him. They say he got his hands under the ball there. That was number 10 for Phillipsburg, and that's their go-to guy. That's
their receiver.
Matthew Sherbo. He leads the team on receptions and yards.
I think he's a sophomore.
Yep, he's got 24 catches for 304 yards and 5 touchdowns. So he's the guy that they look to when they want to pass the ball. So it's going to be 2nd and about 1.
Look, we're outnumbered.
A little inside carry there. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Oh, he didn't get it on that catch?
Yeah, it was just short, yep. So that one will give him the first down. That looked like number 20, Omar Dominguez, their fullback.
It's tough to see who's in on the tackle because I guess my eyes, you could probably see.
Yeah, we're trying to get some of those names here as we go along. It's going to be 1st and 10 just outside of...
Got 1-on-1 coverage out here. A nice stop by the left side of the line.
Yep, they had a couple guys in there. So number 8 for the Bears, C.J. Gardner, was definitely in on that, as well as a couple other guys on that side. So really not much doing there.
And everything's been straight ahead, nothing wide yet, right?
Yeah, and I think that's sort of, Phillipsburg game inside the tackles for the most part. Just kind of chunks of yards, methodically going down the field.
2nd and 9.
And they're going to go shotgun here. Up.
Oh boy.
Yep, he had number 10 wide open. Just overthrew that. He was looking for number 6 there. Pretty good coverage on him.
You know, it's easier to cover when you get that short field.
Exactly. That's what makes it tough when you get inside.
What surprises me why he's trying to throw the ball. Now he'll have to make a decision if he didn't get a first here. I'm not sure anything about their kicking game.
Yeah, we'll have to see with that.
Well, the kickoffer squibbed it, so I don't know if that's an indication. It's a nice catch.
That's going to be close. It looks like he's going to be just short, probably.
Pretty good defense. Kid just did a hook, you know, about 8 to 10 yards deep.
No, I guess let's see what they do here. Yep, they're going to give it to him. I'm surprised they didn't measure that one. That was close. So just that kind of second effort there by that receiver.
Yeah, he did.
You know, he was stopped probably a yard or so short, and he kind of kept his body moving. Yep, exactly. And again, this drive started probably inside, I think just inside the 40. So.
And the clock is moving, boy.
Yeah.
Good gang tackling there. I'm not sure if he made it. Probably didn't.
Yeah, going to be a little short. That the initial contact was one of the captains for the Bears, number 42, Jameel Davis.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that was number 6, Caleb Rivera for the Stateliners, and came up a couple yards short, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 2.
Now we have not stopped their run. They got one split, everyone tight.
And that's going to be without
the left side again.
Yep, that was the left side. He kind of bounced it out a little bit in there. No, none of the Bears were there.
That was number 6 as you talked to.
Yep.
Rivera.
All right, and we'll see with the extra point here. It looks like he's got a pretty good leg on that extra point. And that's a weapon, I mean, at any level, but especially high school, because you don't see typically, you know, high school place kickers that, you know, you can count on to consistently. And I don't know what his accuracy is, but just having a leg like that, you know, that looked like that's a 45, 50-yard leg.
Right. Well, you know what, Rich, when you played for the Bears way back, the kicking wasn't as good, but I think you're getting a lot of guys that maybe give up soccer and go into kicking, a la Josh Miller, and they get into place kicking, and they find a passion. So I think the kicking game at the high school level everywhere is much better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've had, if you think about it, East Brunswick's had a few pretty good kickers, right?
And now I'm going to look in the record book to give it those names, because there's Josh, there's
Tyler Janchuk was pretty good. I hear, but his mother always, she says, we did, I don't know if you did it with me, but we did the Monroe game. He hit a long one to win it. And I have to get the tape, but she supposedly said I was kind of skeptical that he was going to make it. So they like rewatching it where I say, I don't know if he's going to make this.
Not a bad kick. Bounced. Okay, good return, guys.
Yep.
That return was by number 5.
Yep, Josh Augustine there. Did a good job going north and south. I would just, if I was his coach, tell him just hold on, you know, make sure to get that other hand on the ball, especially when that contact is made. But like you said, yeah, nice return by him. And Bears will start from their own 28. Like you said, too, if you look at the clock, I mean, 4:02 left in this first quarter, only 2 possessions each. East Brunswick had that 4 and out, you know, so. Salamine is going to keep it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he does a good job holding that ball in there for the fake, because I followed the fullback.
Yeah. And that was close to really, you know, number 11 it looked like for Phillipsburg. just kind of got him there because behind him there wasn't much. And that's the thing with Salamini. He's got the capability. You know, I saw at the one game he had a 75-yard touchdown. So he's capable of, you know, making those big plays, which East Brunswick obviously desperately needs.
He's got some wheels. Lower your shoulder there.
Yeah, and Phillipsburg was tackling number 2, Noppenberger, but Salamini actually kept it and maybe got a yard or 2 on that. It was going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 5.
And my favorite play is and always will be the waggle. And now we've established a little bit of a running game. Maybe that they'll bite on that and open up the waggle. But again, the problem now is he's rolling left.
Right. We got Christine Augustine up top, and then Bennett's going in motion here. And Salamini's going to keep it. And he's just going to be a little bit.
Oh, there was a push there.
Yeah, I think he's might just with that last push, like you said.
The NFL push.
Yeah, the offensive line.
They tackled the receiver and they pushed
receiver,
him.
Yep, helped him as well. I think that was 5 Augustine.
I think they gave him a first.
Yeah, they got it on that. I thought he was
nice.
going to. And that's a good little momentum for East Brunswick.
Absolutely, because they did it the hard way. They pounded them, a team that is known as guys that are tough inside, and we pound it right at them.
All right, so 1st and 10 to a little over 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Fast moving quarter. Oh, good hold there.
There we go. Hold on to the ball. Nice run there. That was
number 2, Tobias Noppenberger, who's a senior. Got him listed at 5'10", 190. Left side of that East Brunswick offensive line. I know, you know, they like running behind number 71, Omar Rackley, the big senior there.
Yeah, I would run behind him too.
Definitely. So, you know, that's a lot of those good runs you see. I mean, we don't always say the names of those guys, but it's, you know, that offensive line
right
that is creating those holes for the backs.
Boy, we're playing within ourselves here. What do you think? He's doing this purposely here? He's letting the clock run down?
Yeah, I'm sure probably some, and that's why I was a little surprised they went for it on 4th down.
Marcus used to do that against Peeway all the time.
Yep, I think they want to, you know, get it.
They handled that well. Whenever a play like that is, I look to see how the defensive backs come up. You know, then you set them up for that halfback pass. They did not come up at all.
Yeah, listen, and I think Phillipsburg plays this way anyway, but when you're a team that you know, obviously, listen, East Brunswick's 0-7, Phillipsburg 7-0, what's your game plan coming in? So I'm sure one thing East Brunswick said is if we can control the clock, limit the number of possessions, make it fewer possessions, and get these first down, you know, you want to, that's a way that you can stay in the game. They did it against North Brunswick last week, where it was 0-0 at halftime.
You got him. Oh, we got it back.
Yep. Yeah, and those obviously any team you don't want ball on the ground, but that obviously East Brunswick to, you know, win this game and being competitive in this game, they need to, you know, they can't have any turnovers. You know, they want to limit their penalties. Probably going to be the last, unless it's a pass here, probably going to be the last play of this first quarter here, and it's a long 3rd down, 3rd and about 13. And they're going to toss the pass here. They got,
he did come back for it. He came back for it just as our announcer, Mr. McAvoy, said come back for it. A little bit overthrown. Did you call that a back shoulder pass, Coach? Or?
Well, I think that was a pass where I got a guy that's about to take me out, and I want to get rid of that ball, and I just couldn't reach where you were. And like you said, though, but that worked out because then, you know, the defender was not looking at the ball. The receiver, obviously looking at it, made a play on the ball. So big big first down, and now East Brunswick's in business here at the end of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Wow, it's a 7-0 game. The Bears have put together a nice little drive here, a few first downs, and a little razzle-dazzle with the halfback pass. I don't care if it was a broken play or not, but it did work, and it's got a little momentum on their side.
Yeah, we also, I mean, while we have the opportunity here too, we're going to get to a couple of things, but I know there's a lot going on in terms of athletics here.
Yeah, well, let me jump out there. Girls soccer will take on Monroe, who beat Woodbridge in the semis yesterday in a shootout. So for the soccer fans, it's Sunday at Woodbridge High School at 10:30, the GMC finals. The Bears will be taking Monroe. They split during the regular season, so come out there and support the Bears. I'm sure they're going to want your support, and make a lot of noise out there because it should be a real good game.
Yeah, I know the boys soccer, I know they had a tough loss in the GMC to St. Joe's, that rivalry we were talking about. It might kind of be back a little bit, but they are looking forward to their state playoff game.
Right, and I don't think any of that's been determined yet. So here we go, 1st and 10. The ball is on the 30.
Yep.
It's going in. Here we go. There's a couple yards.
Yeah, good run. Number 2, Tobias Newberger puts his head down, went through a little arm tackle there, and you know that's it. You get gains of 7 or 8 first down.
So my thing now here, Rich, and you know I'm old school, is you got 3 downs to get 2 yards. Let's get the first down.
Exactly. Yep.
Now,
that's the name of the game.
I know the pros they'd like to throw a couple passes here to open them up.
No, especially this game where you're looking to control the ball and take time off the clock. I would not, you know.
Let's get the first.
And Salmini keeps it there, and he's going to have the first down. Yep, got about 4 or 5 on it.
He does a good job with that fake, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and if you think about, East Brunswick throughout the years with, you know, for the most part, a little bit here and there, you know, Brian Forte, Steve Hughes that threw it a little bit more, right? But other than that, for the most part, you know, running type quarter. I guess Cosentino threw it a little bit as well,
but he could throw the ball, but I think he was more of a thrower than runner. I don't recall, but I know he could do both.
All right, so 1st and 10, Bears are in business. They started this drive on their own 28-yard line. And looked like Solomini gave that ball off to Newberger. But again, listen, another positive play. That's about 4 yards there.
That's okay. 3 times 4 is 12.
Yep.
Used to be anyway.
And East Brunswick up front, let's give this offensive line some credit. They're doing a really nice job of getting the push and giving the back some yards to work with.
And don't forget their defense is on the field this whole time.
And Salmini keeps it. Good call
good
there. Yep. Good read, and he's going to be really close to that first down. So again, here's another one of your 3rd and 3rd and 1, 3rd and a short 2.
We got 2 downs to get a first down. Now you know what a play that's gone is the old quarterback sneak. Now are there tackles outside our guards, or are they?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I can't tell from here.
It does look like they are. And that could just be a read, by Salmini. Give the center a little tap and just go. I know Tom Brady likes to do that when they're near the goal line. And that's Newberger. He's probably going to be a little bit short there.
Got a little bit, if anything.
So this is going to bring up a 4th and 2. And it's early in the game, but it's a big play here.
Well, if I'm a defensive coach, I'm saying keep your eyes on the quarterback, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Although the running back was that Newberger, is that what you said?
Yes.
He's doing a great job too.
And you figure Andy might call timeout here and just, I don't mind this. You know,
no, it's a great timeout.
Listen, we're not rushing something. We're not, let's talk this over. Let's really figure out what we're going to do.
Well, with the coaches upstairs, I'm sure they're going to give their input into where we should run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, any time with that, but the first half, especially of a game, is these times you want to use those timeouts. And there we get a good look at Coach Steinfeld there.
There's like 8 minutes left, as you can see on the scoreboard or on the TV, and you don't know if you get the ball back, so you don't want to take the timeouts home with you. What are you going to do with them?
Exactly. I think East Brunswick probably a little bit tempted. I don't think to throw the ball, but maybe to run something a little bit maybe outside the tackles here, because the Phillips are going to really be, bunched up inside. So it'd be interesting to see here what East Brunswick. But again,
any thought of a field goal? Because I've seen the guy kick. I think he can kick the field goal. What?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of what you think in terms of, what the score is going to be. I think, 2 yards, you say we got to get there 2 yards here.
No, there's a linebacker. It's close.
I think he's going to have it.
I thought he crossed that line.
I think he got it. Yeah, I think he needed to get to about the 11.
Yep,
and
first down.
Or maybe the 10.5, and he got to the 10. So
great ball fake.
Yeah. And he was kind of in no man's land there. The couple guys had, so that was a good job by Ben there to get up the field and get that. And I do like the call. I do. Listen, you put the ball in your most dynamic player's hands and make him make a play there. Got him outside the tackles a little bit. Use his athleticism. All right, four wide here.
That's just open it up, right?
Yep.
We're not going to throw here when we move
maybe
the
a
ball
quarterback draw here. Let's see. He's going to keep it.
He's about at the 1 or the 2.
Yeah. All right, they're going to mark him at about the 3, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3. So you gave him about 2 yards on that.
Clock still moving.
Yeah, we're halfway done with this second quarter here. Phillipsburg got on the board.
Great move on that timeout, Coach Steinfeld and the staff. Ooh, Stateliners timeout? Or injury or something.
Nope, I think an injury because so they're just getting him off the field.
Well, Coach said we have to put every game you got to play a complete game. But so far this first half.
Yeah, listen. All right, pretty much same setup as last time here.
Reverse
and then a
pass.
Up. And that might be interference there. That's a late hit too, I think. But they didn't call it. All right, I think Derek Christie made it. That was number 10, Derek Christie, who threw. I think he made a good decision. He almost threw it, then he waited, and then he gave Salamini.
It wasn't Salamini. Maybe, I don't know if he was pushed out of bounds, but he may have been out of bounds, ran out of room.
Right.
Good call.
Yeah.
But But I really think you need more field there.
Right.
But it was good. He went to the right. So now you got 2 downs to get 3 yards.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I keep thinking I hear a whistle.
He's in.
He's got to be in.
That should be in. They're going to say he's short. I thought he was in.
Well, the big guy's telling he's in.
I still don't. I still don't get it. The guys that are calling this, and this is how it goes, that you're all the way on the sideline trying to see through bodies, whether or not you're in. It makes no sense to me.
You can't see it on the TV screen when they do the replays.
Yeah. All right. I thought it was this. Listen, you get your fullback right behind Salamini, and you push Salamini in here. You go QB sneak.
You tackle him.
Right? Push him in behind him. I fumbled the ball, I think. Yeah, I think the ball, I mean, regardless, I think he lost the ball.
I don't know. I don't even know if he ever had it.
Yeah, he might not have had, you're right.
That was the first behind the center quarterback sneak he was trying to do in this series. Or today.
And those interior linemen there look like they got a great jump off the ball, almost whether or not they even maybe beat the snap count, because they were in there. And listen, obviously we're up here. I still think that third down play that East Brunswick was number 2 was in on that.
All right. Look at this formation, shoulder to shoulder.
Looks like number 22, Ryan Bennett, was on in that tackle there, but that run that just gave Phillipsburg some breathing room. And those, you know, East Brunswick has a almost 72-yard drive there and gets, you know, they get stopped. It's deflating, right?
I thought the play calling was excellent. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work.
All right, good hit. Yeah, good hit there. That was
16? No.
Yeah, what was? I think that was number 15.
15.
Yeah. Kevon Freeman there, who's a junior. Good stick there. And that's gonna come up with the third down here. Third and about
3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. This would be huge, obviously, after that stop here. If East Brunswick can get the ball back, they should have good field position if they do.
They stopped them.
They got him. And good gang tackling there by the Bears, too.
He's trying to steal the ball. I like that.
Great response there by the Bears.
Loss in a couple brings up 4th down.
All right, and the punting unit comes out, and here comes the punt return unit for the Bears.
So we're going to get that ball, I'm saying, at the 40-ish.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the same kicker that did not that place kicking equates with the punt, but, you know, this is one maybe, if it is this guy, it looks like it is, number 18, you might want to back your heels up maybe a little closer to the 50.
And I like that he's got 2 guys deep. Mine, yours.
All right,
not bad.
Yep, they'll get it on the 40.
Just like Mr. Knopp said, inside the 40. So we got about 4 minutes to move the ball. We use 1 timeout.
Use 1 timeout, right? So you got 2 timeouts. And not that you have to do anything crazy here, but I always liked off of the punt, the first play. Huh? If you have something, I did. If you have something, you know, and if you see something upstairs with them, if it's there. If not, you know, you don't have to do that. But I did like, if you had a matchup or something you liked or a play, I'd like this one on 1st down maybe to do.
We're 1-on-1 out here. Got it.
Yeah, they were shooting that gap there. They really had no chance. Lost a couple on the play there, so. Wonder if you put on Salamini the quarterbacks, right, with one of those little to check the number of steps, right, with them coming to the sideline, going back. I wonder how many, right, how many steps, extra steps they take, right?
Remember we used to do hand signals and signs because he couldn't come to the sideline.
Right. All right, in the shotgun, looks like pass here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And that's another reason, not that, you know, I like that on second down, they were a little more expecting that pass there, didn't have much time.
Right, that was a pretty good pass rush.
All right, so third down here. I think this is definitely 2-down territory for the Bears.
Okay, now, you do?
I do. I mean,
Now I'm saying, if we don't get it, punt it, make them go 90 yards.
yeah.
But that's,
I mean, I know East Brunswick was really aggressive their first set of downs going for it, and I believe Phillipsburg gets the ball to start the second half too.
let's see how much we get out of this.
Right, now it's a little tougher. It's fourth and, you know, like you said, if they got a few yards.
Punt. Yeah, so we're going to punt, and they'll get the ball. Hopefully we can down around inside the 10.
And this is number 26 for the Bears, Will Jelenu.
Junior.
Junior.
A lot of young kids.
Doesn't look like he's that far back.
That's what I said to myself.
All right, good punt there. It's going to angle it and get out about the 16-yard line.
16.
Yep.
Okay, that's not bad. Now let's not play prevent defense. Famous line that prevents defense.
Right.
Do you know if their backs, are they speed or are they?
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think they're.
No burners like Sayreville or.
Yeah, I don't think they're overly, you know, those.
Quick and fast.
Yeah, you know. I think they're more chunks of yards, you know, those 5 to 10 yard runs and things like that. I mean, just from what we're seeing tonight too. All right, so like you said, not a lot of time left here. 2:46 in this second quarter. Bears down 7-0.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Good angle of pursuit. All three guys there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. The quarterback throws like a sidearm, like a sling there.
Yeah, that looked like it on that one. Not sure what defense was there, but obviously there was a little bit of a miscommunication because 81 did.
He was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open. All right, so.
When Dave and Pags get a replay on this, we'll be able to say where that 81 came from.
Looked like he maybe came from the right side, and he came and he dragged himself over. It might have just been, and I wasn't sure if he was lined up out wide or if he was in a tight end spot, because it does say here tight end offensive linebacker for number 81. So he might have been lined up on the right side of the line and kind of snuck out.
What are we waiting for, the chain crew?
It might be.
Or the officials got winded running down the field?
Hey.
Sorry, Mr. Official. They haven't used any timeouts, correct?
Phillipsburg has not, nope.
Look at this, they only got one guy out here. Sorry. Do you hear a whistle or do I hear a whistle?
All right.
No one hears a whistle either. It's me then. I think I hear a whistle just about every time they're ready to snap the ball.
All right. So I think that was pretty good coverage there by the Bears. They did kind of throw that, kind of like a, you know, underthrew a little bit too, but
that came from upstairs because why are they trying to throw the ball? They got 2:25 to go.
Yep,
That was pass interference. They have a catchable ball in high school.
I did think so. I saw the one ref kind of looked, and I think he made the decision that the ball was not catchable. But he did, yeah, he definitely got hit a little bit after the ball, I think, was over his head. I think that was the right call.
2 timing passes. Long
Yeah,
balls.
I'm especially surprised with this second one. The first one,
Right, I mean, because what they moved the ball on was, it looked like a drag or a hook.
'81 again open. And it's a matter if he put his knee down.
He didn't give the score, did he?
No, he said his knee was down first.
Yep, good call. But they have 2 minutes.
First and goal. Yep, first and goal right from the 1-yard line here.
Kid's got nice set hands, right?
Yeah, that was nice. Good throw as well on that play. So I think Phillipsburg started this drive on their own too. So this, if they do get in, will be a 98-yard drive. And that's the same player that had their first score. That was Rivera. Caleb Rivera with his second touchdown. So a little bit deflated. I mean, East Brunswick goes down. I thought maybe scored. They said he was just short, and then they get stopped. And then Phillipsburg has that one big play, especially probably about a 50 or 60-yard throw, and then get a score right before half. And the part that really stinks is they get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. Not a bad kick. It's a great point you got about the linesman making that call on touchdown. I don't know what the answer is, but it's certainly very difficult.
It's tough, One other thing, while we have a chance, I don't know how long we'll be here for halftime. I know there's 3 students from Warnsdorfer Elementary School who did a great thing. It was a sportsmanship award that they got, and they were sort of honored here at the game by getting tickets and getting a certificate and a t-shirt. And those students were Chloe Chan, a 4th grade girl who plays soccer, Valentina Diaz, who's also in 4th grade. She likes to play soccer and dance, and the 2 girls were observed helping a new student get into a game and welcoming her, so that's why they got their award. And then a boy by the name of Jacob Johannan, he's also 4th grade. He likes to play soccer, and he was setting a good example in phys ed class, so congratulations to those 3. And we saw them on the field before the game. Really nice kids. So,
and I think it was their teacher, Nick Candelario.
Yep, Mr.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Candelario. He was saying, he observed them. He's at Warnsdorfer, and kind of took them around on the field before the game. So great job by him as well.
They met the coach. Yep, cool. All right, here we go. We can get a little return on this. You never know what can happen.
Yep, minute 38's a lot in high school football.
Then they squibbed it again. Right?
They did. So East Brunswick, it does have 2 timeouts left. Minute 38's a little bit, longer in high school and college. You get the stop on first downs. The clock will stop as the chains get set up. So we'll see how aggressive East Brunswick is here. East Brunswick will have a game next week. I don't know if we talked about this or not. They'll play JF Kennedy at home on the 27th at 7 p.m.
It's a Thursday, I believe.
Yep.
It's a little different. And I'll give you my 2 cents on why it's a Thursday.
Yep.
Can't roll right, throw across your body, right?
Right, and that was the play. That was the play that was set up, going that way and throwing a little screen that way. But that was read by number 13. That was Patrick Day, and also read by us up here on the booth.
Yeah,
and I think with that play again, you expect them to be open, but especially when you get a lot of air under the ball like that,
right.
You give the guy a chance to react. But that was what the call was for them to roll that way and throw it back the other way.
The D-back, they read it.
Yeah.
The linemen, whoever came out on that screen, they were already there. Maybe they didn't hold their blocks long enough. I don't know. But, hey, good thought. Trying something.
Yeah, and I've seen that be successful with East Brunswick in the past. Maybe in a situation where they're not, not that they're in prevent, but they're a little bit further back where they're being a little more aggressive and rushing the passer. In that situation, they weren't as much, so they were able, I think, to make a play on the ball. But like you said, I think the thought process behind that was, try something here to make a big play.
Yeah. And you know what? A screen pass, it's kind of a non-existent play in a lot of schools, and especially middle screen. No one does. Haven't seen a middle screen in years, or to draw.
Right.
It's a different philosophy. But you know what? It was a good call. Sal maybe floated a little too much.
Yeah, and I just think the Phillipsburg at the time wasn't being overly aggressive. I think when the team is really rushing some guys and come in, and that's where that opens up. They were a little bit more back, and guys were more in a. It's a
great point.
So.
Great point, as a matter of fact. Now, if this guy squibs this again, they know what they're doing. They're undefeated, number 7 or 8 in the state. Nice crowd from the Stateliners over there.
Yeah, that's not an easy trip. I would go past Phillipsburg on my way to college, right? And that's a good hour, I'd say.
And we'll go there next year, I'm pretty sure. Yep, reciprocal.
All right,
yeah, we booted it. Go out of bounds.
Yep,
go out of bounds.
It's going to be out of bounds. All right, so that helps out East Brunswick. Doesn't take any time off. They'll have good field position here. You're doing this a lot this year for East Brunswick, some what ifs, but you get that touchdown there to make it 7-7.
Right.
It's a totally different feel. It's a different, you know what I mean? And obviously you could do that any game, and you can look at different things, but you tie that up 7-7.
But they were doing everything they were supposed to do to stay in the game. They were taking time and calling the play. They were cloud of dust.
Yep.
Remember that old 3-yard in a cloud of dust, moving the ball.
All right, and Phillipsburg's going to use their timeout because they have 3.
They want more, huh?
Yeah. And you got to remember for Phillipsburg, I don't know what their thought process is. As coaches, they'll have a playoff game next week. So, they maybe want to play this out the first half with their stars. I'm sure you'll see the second half, I would think, starting to get some other guys in and resting some,
I forget. I'm pretty sure, though, this game counts for PowerPoint.
Right.
So, yeah, they want to make sure this game is won before they, in my opinion, to start subbing.
Yeah, and it's the first half, It's
because you're home. Remember, it's they've got to be North Jersey, right?
Yes.
So North Jersey, in their group 5, top 16 teams, you don't want to be traveling
way a big day. No, exactly.
up to Westwood or somewhere. Here we go.
All right, and look at where East Brunswick has the ball now.
And he listened to you. He was running there, squeezing the ball. Who's that, number 2?
Yep, he's had a nice game. Noppenberger there. He's had a few nice runs. If I'm East Brunswick here, I'm kind of getting up to the line. You're by midfield here.
You never know.
You got a good opportunity here.
You get a 15-yard penalty, a long run, and maybe get a field goal out of it.
Yeah.
Something.
Hey, you're having trouble scoring, right? You get shut out at North Brunswick last week right now, so you want any opportunity where you're in decent position.
Here we go. That was a nice run by him. He ran to the sideline, planted the right foot, and cut up.
And there's a Stateliner injured there, so.
Speaking of Stateliners, they play Easton in football on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And they play at Lafayette. That is like the world to both those schools. I mean, I remember once it was on ESPN.
Yeah.
And 1 year, it ended up in a tie. And they got all the alumni together, and they
yeah, now that's what the one on ESPN, right, where they had the guys come back. Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
Yeah, it's a different feel out there with the foot. You know,
that rivalry
yeah.
in wrestling. I'm sure it's every sport, but I know it's real big in wrestling and football. All right. Roll out. Oh, they're flying after Sal. Get out of bounds, Sal. Now get out of bounds.
Well, he's got the first down. Guy should not be doing winding the clock because he has no idea where he is.
It blew 12 seconds.
Right, at least.
Maybe 5. Andy called timeout.
Yep. They got one more left. That's
That's all right.
Yeah.
Settle down. 9 seconds left. Where did that go?
The East Brunswick here, right? You
throw it up.
Yeah, you listen.
Get a pass interference.
Listen, at least throw something past the sticks.
Right. Like I keep telling the Yankees, put the ball in play. You never know what's going to happen. Throw the ball deep. Anything can happen.
You have one more timeout if you need it. Right, 9 seconds is a long time here.
So you get a bobble or something.
And I think also why you want to be a little bit more, try to get something
here. We got double wides. No, they're backing up defensively.
All right, and go down, and go down, and go down.
Timeout.
Okay, they got the timeout.
Okay, Bulls on the what, 20? 20 and 17, that's doable, 37.
Yeah. All right, good pass and catch. That was number 5.
Unless
Josh Augustine, nice play. Way to get it, and then knowing the time, and I think purposely going down there.
Well, no field goal, throw it up in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen. What are you going to do the field goal for? Just to so you don't get shut out? No,
okay.
you want to win the game, right? In terms of stuff,
okay,
right?
Yeah, I buy you.
Yeah, a lot can, like you said, defensive pass interference. You get an untimed down if that happens. You got Ryan Bennett and Josh Augustine down here. You got Derek Christie, a big target up top.
Up top, right.
Right, with number 21, Logan Conradi, two basketball players there. Salamini, great job there. And he's going to throw
zone. Hey! That's all right. That was a nice throw.
Yeah, listen.
We had a shot there.
It was not only a nice throw, but a good job just to be able to get away from the pressure and get a chance up there. So that's going to be the end of the first half. It's Phillipsburg Stateliners 21, East Brunswick Bears 0. And we'll be right back with the start of the second half.
Here for your entertainment, the varsity East Brunswick High School cheerleading squad. perform the 2022 show. It's not that simple. Please welcome drum majors Adrian Cerise and Lucas DeLuca and the East Brunswick Marching Band.
Alrighty, and we're back. Bears will be kicking off, as you see.
To 3 outstanding fourth graders from Warrensdorf School who demonstrated extreme sportsmanship while in the classroom.
And there it goes, a squibbler.
Chloe Chan and Jacob Yenninger.
Oh boy. Yeah, pretty good. I guess Coach Steinfeld scouted them, didn't want to kick deep.
Yeah, I mean, and I know at least 2 games where they've given up
right,
kickoff return.
early.
Monroe, right? Our buddy Coach Lane's son had the kickoff return, and then they had one. Believe it was the South Brunswick game maybe that we were here, right?
Yes.
So, but Phillipsburg will have good field position. We'll have to keep an eye out too here for, the guys they're out here. It looks like the same group pretty much that started still out here. Like we said, this is important for them in terms of power points, and they do have a playoff game next week. Good play there by Ryan Bennett.
Good job, Bennett.
Yep, that's number 22, Ryan Bennett, with a big loss there.
He read that well. Good call by the defense. I think our defensive coordinator is a former Bear. I think Dan Pike is our defense coordinator. Good job on that read there, Dan. Good call.
All right, so second and about 18 here.
Bears a little confused. Didn't get much. Kid had some pretty nice moves.
Yeah. That was number 42 for the Bears. Tri-captain Jameel Davis. Number 8, C.J. Gardner was on the tackle as well. So I ended up getting maybe about a 4-yard gain or so on that. So it's going to be third and about 15 here for Phillipsburg. They'll need to get the ball to the Bears' 47-yard line for the first down.
You mentioned Mr. Davis. I think my stats tell me he's their leading tackler.
He is.
Number 20, he's all over the place.
Yeah, we'll try to get to some of those things, but you're right.
Oh, down the middle, he's open. No.
All right, and good job.
Push.
Yeah.
Boy, they had a kid streaking down the middle, right down the seam. I think they ran the divide.
Yep.
Number 7 was open.
Yeah, it looked like Derek Christie, number 10, was right around there. Ryan Bennett there again.
Pretty good coverage.
Yep. Yeah, they give the credit there to that secondary.
They sent in the punt team, didn't they?
Yeah, and you were right. I'm looking. Yep. Number 42, Jameel Davis, has 58 coming into the game. 58 tackles, 6 tackles for losses. Yep.
A lot of tackles.
All right, a little short. Good job.
All right, good field position.
Yep.
Good field.
And then that's one of my, if I were a coach and, picking the guys to return punts, obviously you like to have some dynamic guys there that could break it at any time. But my thing is on those punts, things like that come up, fair catch the ball, don't let it roll to get those extra yards. So Bennett did a good job, and Bears are in good position here.
My understanding, you did that for the Bears for 3 years.
Yeah, for at least a couple.
Oh man, I'll tell you, you see those balls, yours. It's not like a ground ball coming out. It's different. All right, here we go.
All right, and Salamini keeps it. Yeah, good read, and he just one guy to beat there, and wasn't able to. But that was almost a big play.
He turned the loss into a plus.
All right, so Salamini's going to go from the shotgun here. And that's Augustine in motion here. He's going to keep it.
Oh,
yeah.
The kid ran him down from the backside.
Yeah, kind of had the option, the little option play there.
Yep.
So he, didn't give it to the fullback. He kind of had Augustine there. Didn't really have a chance to pitch it to him.
But that sets up for reverse now, right?
Yes, it does.
And that's what upstairs is probably telling him. Ooh, Salamini, he limping a little, or?
I didn't quite. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's getting smacked around.
He looks all right there. All right, so 3rd and about 12.
Oh, look how deep the linebackers are.
Yeah.
All right, we got a first.
Yeah.
Get out of bounds.
And then that's kind of been the best play for the Bears tonight, right? Have him roll out and then make a play with his feet.
Yeah, maybe, more of that called play. I don't think that was a called play. It could have been, quarterback draws.
Yeah. So you're East Brunswick here, right? It's 21-0. We have about half the time left in this 3rd quarter. So you'd like to see if you can get a score here with a few minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter, make it a 2-score game. And
oh, nice tackle. Look at the 28. He's all pumped up. I'm not even sure if he linebacker, so he blitzed. Okay, here's where we go with the waggle. He rolls right, it's the right side, throws right, and drag number 11 across the middle, or this slot here.
Yep. They're definitely being aggressive defensively here now, and Tolmini has the pitch man there. That's a
good collision. A little bit short.
Yeah, he was able to deliver some punishment there. Stayed in bounds, lowered his shoulder, and all right, so we're going to have 3rd and about 2, right?
A long one.
Long one.
But the thing is, we got 2 downs to get it.
Another good run there by number 2, Tobias Newberger. We've been saying that a lot tonight. He's been running the ball hard, getting up the field, lowering his shoulder. We're going to pitch to him. Yep, a flag. That might be a hold.
First flag all night for us. For them too, maybe. You saw it?
Yep.
That's what Coach Steinfeld said we had to avoid.
Yeah, they haven't had many. I remember maybe 2, but very early in the game there was an offsides that they had. And
the thing is, it could probably be a holding called every play.
Right.
So why did they decide to call it now when we're driving?
And these are spot fouls, so this one happened a little bit back in the backfield. So instead of it just being like a 3rd and 11, now it's like a 3rd and 16 or 17. So even worse for East Brunswick here.
Right.
So it ended up making them really lose about 15 on the play where the hold happened.
But it's 5 yards reverse. Ooh! That one kid, he wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and the key block there, because that was number 10, Derek Christie there, had that last block, and he did a good job of getting his head in the right spot where they didn't call a block in the back or a clip there. And Bennett with a great job, so they got about 13 or 14 of the 18 that they needed. So
4th and 4, he's going for it. Yeah, and he should.
And good call there on that, right? Phillipsburg's being pretty aggressive, getting up the field and pursuing the ball, so you do a little misdirection there.
Yeah, I thought they'd be more of a read than aggressive.
Great play.
Oh, good throw, good catch.
Good throw and good catch, exactly. That was nice by both. Salamina got enough air under it there.
A lot of excitement on that sideline. I like it.
And a nice adjustment on the ball there by Ryan Bennett. So good throw, a good catch. So East Brunswick is...
That's a nice comeback. You had a 3rd and what, 15, 16?
Yeah. Just outside the red zone now. They're on the 21. Good cut there. I mean, that should have been a loss, but it was able to get a couple yards on the play. Well, look at I mean, listen, we have this game. I'm not looking ahead. The game's obviously not over. East Brunswick's driving on it, but they're definitely, you know, next year looking at Ben Salamini as a quarterback. So there's some question marks next year. You know, who's going to fill that role at quarterback for the Bears next year? Rolls right.
Where's no one over the middle, Coach? See, we had no.
Yeah,
because they drove the safeties out. The linebackers are going with the flow.
They were looking. That was looked like number 27 there, Gus Sanchez. Looked like I guess pretty good timing there by the Phillipsburg player. Looked like he maybe slightly got there a tiny bit early, but all right. So
hey,
this is probably another situation. You got 2 downs to pick up 8.
Right, you don't have to do it all in one shot.
Look for maybe something with Bennett here. Let's see.
We had a motion on us there. Did he call it?
I didn't see a flag down.
The slot man.
There's a late flag there. A little extracurricular.
That's got to be taunting on them.
Yeah, or someone did some pushing. That.
Oh boy. Palms up against us. That's not a good thing. You know what I mean? Palms up.
Yes.
One of my Coach Brady and I talk about that all the time.
Well, I think this almost gives East Brunswick no choice now but to punt the ball. It's going to be a 4th and 20.
Oh, wait, was something against them?
Maybe offsetting.
Oh, double?
Right.
That's okay. That's good. Come on, there's 6 of you guys, refs. Come on.
All right, so since it's offset, right, it's right, but they don't. Looks like a hold there. Got away with. All right, so you know only thing I like to see, and I mean it's easy up here, right? When you're doing it, like to see, you know, it's 4th down there, just throw one up and
right.
You know, if it's going to be a turnover on downs anyway.
But the way he zipped that is like he thought he saw someone open.
Right, now they're talking because Coach Steinfeld thought it should be 3rd down, but my impression was since it was dead ball, both things happened that it was 4th down, but now they're talking whether that was 3rd down because of the unsportsmanlike penalties.
Well, goes back to there's only 6 of them out there.
Right.
You need a guy like Mr. McAvoy, who I'm sitting next to, when he ref soccer. Games
right.
moved. The game's moved. He knew the rules. He made the call and move on.
Yep.
Actually, when you played, Rich, there were 4 officials only. Yep. And then imagine, and then JV and freshman, it was 3 and sometimes 2.
Right. Those games went quick.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if people are listening, if you're interested in being an official for any sport, contact Mr. Malta in the athletic office. He'll tell you who to contact because there is a big need for officials.
Yeah, there is a shortage.
In all sports at all levels. Good way to stay involved in the game, watch the game, make a couple bucks. Andy Steinfeld is one of those guys that if he's arguing, he's probably right.
Right. He's not one to do that unless he... All right, you can see here we got a little...
Okay, we got a break in time. Yeah. So we did boys soccer, we did girls soccer. Field hockey, I believe they're in the finals of the GMC tournament. And I know it's at Sayreville, and it's coming up this week.
Yeah, I believe it's this. I think it's this weekend. It might be tomorrow, maybe. 13-3, huh? Look at the records here: 17-1 girls soccer, 13-3 field hockey.
Gymnastics 5-1. Girls soccer 17-1.
Girls tennis, right? Another great year. How about the last 3 or 4 years for a long time, but especially the last few years for girls tennis. And Coach Mangino. Also, I know we talked a great halftime performance by the cheerleaders we saw.
Yeah.
We got to see in Coach Rosner.
I think they won the sideline competition at one of their meets, and they got a big one tomorrow in Old Bridge. It's really cool. Fans, if you ever get a chance to go to a cheerleading competition, it's really impressive. Just like the ones you see on ESPN, but it's high school kids.
Ball. Did they get it? No, did not get it. Number 71 had a chance there, almost. Omar Rackley just...
Well, that ball's there on the ground, and it's there forever.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just weren't aware of it. That's where, you know, you think it's silly sometimes, but if you do see it, even if you're on the sideline, you start yelling ball or whatever your name for that is, so you kind of look for that. That could have been big for the Bears.
But don't forget, some guy's beating your head in.
Oh, yeah.
And just saying, how can you not see that ball?
Exactly. Little counter here.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
There's a late flag there in the back there. That's usually holding territory.
Yeah, I don't see it, but I know you see it. There it is.
That was a late one.
Maybe that's a sorry, Andy.
Yeah, that's who he was talking to. Yeah, nice play call there. Nice counter. Number 7 looks like he's one of those guys for Phillipsburg that has that little extra gear.
Right. Runs slow, low to the ground, shifty.
Yeah.
It's another game play that's kind of been lost. Counters, right?
Yeah, those misdirections, definitely. All right, and we're down to 2 minutes here in this third quarter. They're still throwing it here, huh? All right, and that's their main target there, number 10.
There's a flag came in. Was that a late hit on us?
Might have been. I kind of took my eyes off of it.
Yeah, I did too. How about the straight arm the kid?
Yeah.
Can you straight arm into someone's face mask?
You know what? You see it happen a lot. You normally, the letter of the law, I think it should be called, especially if you grab it, but you see a lot of people do that and it doesn't get called.
Face mask.
Goes against the Bears. Phillipsburg will set up 1st and 10 from the midfield.
There's that counter again. Yep, to that.
Boy, I like that. He runs that well too.
Yep. Starting to get a little chippy here. I'm just watching a couple. Now you know this. If there was something that would happen on either side, right? If there's a punch thrown or someone gets kicked out now in football. Is that similar to the other sports in terms of...
you don't have the 2 games.
You don't have the 2 games.
You have the 1 and this game. And, a 1 game, and there's no appeals.
So that would be, for Phillipsburg with their state game, that would be for the next game, right?
Yep.
So as a coach...
And you can't like try to schedule someone in there.
Right, you can't. Right.
Well,
football's right.
Hoops, they've tried that. And people just try to, finagle it.
So I mean, you got to start thinking about that on that Phillipsburg sideline as a coach. As you're saying to yourself, you're seeing it get like that a little bit. I know me as a coach, you're either pulling a guy and saying, listen, or you don't want to lose anyone for next week.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. And that's where, these, seniors on both teams, that's where the leadership on the field comes into play, where you're kind of letting your teammates know to cut that stuff out, and can't always come from the coaches.
Well said, Coach.
Oh.
How about that motion away?
The one ref got hit pretty good on that, not on purpose. He just was in the...
That'll be the end of the third. So, the end of the third, if I may make a little announcement. I came to East Brunswick in 1977, and the next year or so I got to meet a young man named David Ambrosi as a student. Fun kid, real good worker. And I guess I lost touch with him. Then in 1984, I'm coaching football here, and all of a sudden, there he is, Dave Ambrosi, working for TV3, televising games. Well, what's the point? What are you trying to say, Nop? Well, since 1984, Dave Ambrosi has been televising these high school football games. No, not just football, all athletic events at East Brunswick. And it's my understanding David is retiring at the end of the year. David, on behalf of all the athletes from the past that you've helped provide memories for them with the taping of these games, I want to thank you. And the coaching staff thanks you for everything you've done providing these tapes, not only for college but for scouting. We will miss you, and good luck in your retirement, David. You're the best.
Yep, great job, Dave. Just think about all the games that EBTV over the years has done, and all the memories that people now have on tape. And now it's different than when I played. You had the VHS tapes. Now they have the website on there. They have the different sports that you can get from there. And
I think they got a lot of those games, in their studio.
Yeah, now I can't make it up when I say, oh yeah, that game I had those 3 touchdowns.
That's
you remember they have the tape. They'll prove that I didn't do it.
There it is again.
Yeah, good play. Who is that? Number 15.
Yeah, he grabbed him by the jersey or something, but he was right there.
That was
stayed home that
Kayvon
time.
Freeman, who I was also looking on the stats, and he's up there in tackles as well. He's got 45 tackles coming into the game, 3 tackles for losses, and I've noticed a couple really, aggressive, strong tackles there by him. And he is also a junior, so that's good for the Bears. He's going to be back next year as well for them.
Double tight end. Oh. Kid's not bad.
Yeah.
A little confused on the throwing part.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's part of your game, but they're running that counter. Let's call it a counter.
Right.
They're running a double tight end.
I mean, I know the score here, Nop, says 21-0, but I mean, listen, I've been to a few East Brunswick's playing tough.
Yeah, they are.
And
you know what? We keep rehashing, and Mr. Yanazzo came up and we talked about that touchdown. He was on the goal line. He thought they were in.
I still think that. You can't tell me otherwise. I thought that was a touchdown. And that was number 6. I believe that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. That was Caleb Rivera.
They run that inside. They run a nice game inside. Now, they don't scare me so much on the outside unless they're not showing it. But you know what? Those days are not showing things, Rich, because with huddle, you go back to, you can get every game that they've ever played.
100%, yeah. And I think the thing that makes them, tough is obviously like their quarterback seems to be under control with stuff. They got 3 or 4 pretty good running backs. It looks like they got number 10, their receiver who
was that 81.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Oh yeah, 81 as well. Number top. Here we go. Here's a little 77, and one of the Bears here got tangled up.
So that makes it 28-zip. This is when, in any sport, be it track and you soccer and you're down and it looks tough for you to come back. This shows a lot of character now as you as an athlete, and that you want to continue to playing hard and giving your best effort.
Yeah, and it's a culture thing in terms of your program, right? How you're going to be regardless of things, and you have guys on the field in different parts of their career. You got some seniors that they have one more game after this. You got guys that are sophomores and juniors that are maybe looking to make a name for themselves and get every second you have out there. You're trying to, so
Right. I mean, so all this, is that double? Again?
It looks like it is.
It's twice. That's like.
Listen, you look at the East Brunswick roster here. I'm kind of looking through it. There's a handful of seniors, a couple offensive linemen. Obviously, we talked about the quarterback who's not going to be back. A couple skill guys, but there's a lot coming back as well.
And you know what? Kids develop over a year, like the development of Salamini.
Yeah.
From a sophomore to his junior and senior, like, wow.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And sometimes it's done through playing a different sport. He's an outstanding lacrosse player, and I think he became more aggressive as an athlete playing lacrosse and confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, his footwork, so maybe it's one of these kids that are basketball players will be your quarterback next year.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There's a lot of things still to be seen. So fair catch there.
Later on, if we get a minute, I'd like to hear your thoughts on, is high school football ever going to go back to no kickoffs. Everything starts late at 25 or 30.
Yeah, I know. We were kind of talking about that, right, the other day because of the unfortunate, right, a couple incidents of actually deaths, right, that happened with the kids. And
just that we know. Well, one was definitely related. There was one that still don't know why.
Right,
the kid passed away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, college is trying to take it out of their game. The pros are, I don't know, they have any returns anymore in the pros?
Yeah, they still do, but they've made it more difficult, you know, where they have the kicker kick it from unless it's a strategy of a team to make the guy return it. Every kicker can kick it into the end zone if they wanted. And they've taken away some of those rules where you could have the guys locking arms and having, you know, all that wedges and all that type of stuff, you know. Obviously close to us with, I believe it was on a special teams play, right?
Yeah.
With LeGrand, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Against Army at Rutgers, yeah, it was special teams.
Yeah, so.
All right, so let's back to the game. But that's something to discuss at your next sports talk, Mr. Malta.
All right, Salmini's going to keep it up, and the ref got confused.
Oh,
he
no.
Thought, yep. He, I guess, what do they call that? Like an inverted whistle in football? So they thought another guy had the ball. Let's see what they.
All right, Andy, go ahead and give it to him, Andy.
I think they're going to put the ball where they blew the whistle. That's what it looks like they're saying. I don't know. Let's see.
All right, your memory is better than mine, Mr. Whalen, as well as your eyesight. Is, well, 81's a starter, 67's a starter. They all look like they're starters.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to be able to tell by the jerseys.
Well, the different jerseys, right? Or sometimes they wouldn't have the same jerseys, right?
Different, yeah. The mud or the grass all over the jersey.
So they're going to mark it, I believe, where maybe the whistle was blown and where he had the ball.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's the rule. I mean, that's the only fair rule.
And it looks like it might be a first down. Are they going to give him where the ball is marked?
No.
No.
You're not moving the chains.
Right, so it's 2nd and inches here. Or 2nd and about 1. Shouldn't be 3rd down. It should be 2nd down, right? That was first down play? Should be 2nd down, I thought. This is like.
All right, let me repeat myself. No, I'm not going to talk about. That was a nice handshake by 83, and not sure who the EB guy was.
All right, then now they are giving him the first down here. So it's first. So it's 1st and 10 here. Here we go. Bennett in motion here. Salmini's going to keep it. He's got some.
Nice pursuit by 77.
Yeah, that could have been. Yep, I saw that too. He just got a piece of him.
The ball was behind him. He turned around.
And that's a lot of times, you know, like plays like that when you're a good program, a good team, those are the kind of plays you make, right? A play that other teams, maybe someone, I'm not going to, you know, those are.
You notice.
Yep.
That's noticed. I'm sure colleges notice that type of desire too. How many times do you think Salomini's been tackled tonight?
Yeah, a lot. He's
You know, you don't see much of play action, right?
Yeah. I guess East Brunswick, you know, in terms of East Brunswick, right? I guess they don't throw it enough really to, even if they did play action too much, to get a reaction.
But I know Coach McEnvoy were at the state championship game, and Danny Fessel pulled that off against Jackson, as a matter of fact. at Rutgers.
Yeah, that was an exciting game, right?
Yeah, it's great wide open play action.
All right, going to toss it to Noppenberger. Good hit, couple good hits there. All right, we're down to about 8 minutes left. It's going to be 4th and about 3 here for the Bears. They're going to have to.
So now you're going to get your not favorite play, but you think is your most effective play. So both coaching staffs upstairs are saying, hey, we got to run this, and the defense is saying, this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the formation there.
And that's going to be a toss to Davis there, and Davis is going to have plenty for that.
Yeah. Kid shows some speed there.
Yeah, he's you know, obviously defensively, he's had a really nice year, but also showing on offense that he can also do some damage. Be nice to see East Brunswick could get on the board here. They were shut out last week, right. Against North Brunswick. You know, for the seniors here, especially going into their next game against JFK, get it, you know. And I think, listen,
and to finish strong, absolutely.
And I don't know what the players are thinking, but you know, overall, I know it's 20-0. They've done some good things today. Up, Salamini got rid of it just in time.
He got smacked there too. I don't know what he was looking for. Late hit, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But the kid threw him down.
That's the one thing too, you know, that kind of option pitch.
Oh,
you get hit every time, right?
Well,
even when you get rid of it, you get hit and you get tackled.
They
so
coach that defensive end, put a knot on that quarterback's head.
Yep. And think of that, you know, it's a little different now with offenses a little bit, but the old Madison Central East Brunswick games and Old Bridge East Brunswick, when both teams just kind of mirror images of each other for a while, right? Yep.
And Marcus's bone.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice play, good catch, good pass.
Yep, very nice.
Had pretty good coverage too. He's right at that needle.
That was not the easiest throw. That was Bennett. He's had a couple nice catches for the Bears tonight. Had that big one at the time on that 4th down,
right,
where Salamini made a nice pass over the top of the defense. But
and I believe he's only a junior.
Yes, right? Yep. Ryan Bennett's a junior. He's going to roll to the right now, Salamini, and he's got.
Oh man, he threaded that needle too.
Yeah.
I watched that whole play. Number 13 didn't even react to that ball.
And that's Logan Conradi. He's also plays basketball for the Bears. And that was, you know, that was a long throw too. He had to go all the way to this sideline, so he needed to get a little bit of zip on that ball.
Good timing, perfect timing on that.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, not.
That guy was coming from behind. But Salamini actually ran away from the left defensive end. I thought he was going to catch him.
Yeah. And Phillipsburg is certainly not sitting back. They're coming after the Bears here.
Yep.
That would be a good situation for that rolling out that way and maybe throwing it back. How aggressive they're being right now with their defense. The one they did earlier that unfortunately that was a pick right before.
With Steve Hughes and Pazenko, Bobby Rusnak at tight end, we had a waggle right throw back to the tight end where everyone went right and he went left and he was wide open.
Yeah, those tight ends can get lost, right? Especially if you don't use them a lot.
Yeah, you hide there.
Right. pretend you're blocking even a little bit, right?
Of course, of course. What are we doing here?
I think Davis thought maybe his knee was down. He stopped for a second, but they didn't blow it dead. So
that what are we doing here? It was meant for the official.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got 2 downs to get 5 yards or 6.
Yeah. And they're just going to have to be careful here, East Brunswick. They're taking a long time, so they might have to call a timeout here.
What? Well, where's the back official?
You got to look the back official.
He hasn't even looked yet.
He doesn't.
No
Right.
clue.
He might not have an
Look,
idea. I would just be looking at that.
Oh,
if I'm
wait a minute.
Solomon.
Oh, no, he's counting players.
Yeah.
If I'm Phillipsburg, I'm screaming.
Yeah. Up.
Look, he can make things happen.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to be 4th and about 12. 3:40 left in this game here.
I'd go timeout. Make sure you know what you're doing,
Yep.
because you may not get the ball back.
Yeah, this could be it.
As a defensive end, you got to love this situation. It's got to be an end fire.
Yeah,
Right?
they're rushing up the field here. They're not.
Here he is. They both missed it.
Yep.
Our guy took his eye off the ball. Well, actually, the D-back should be knocking that down, right?
Yeah, you listen. You like the stat to have the interception, but the right play is to knock it down because you get the ball.
If you get tackled there,
right.
it's better than a punt.
Right. All right. I would think we would see some subs here by Phillipsburg here. There's 3 minutes left.
Boy, it was a beautiful day today. It was great coming up here, seeing the trees changing colors. Remind me of Saturday football a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Nice night, nice crisp night to play football.
Yeah, and listen, I'm a big basketball guy. I love basketball, but there's nothing like football at night, high school football at night.
Oh boy, this is the sub.
Yeah, this is these are all new guys in there, so.
And you know what? They get in there and they're going to say, I should be starting, I should be playing.
Yep. And it's good. I mean, you look, East Brunswick has mostly the guys that played the whole game, but you look at some of these. I was just looking at number 80 on Phillipsburg, Joseph Rodriguez. He's a senior. So this is, these guys practice, both East Brunswick fit. They practice hard every day. They're on scout team, so this is their.
And he's a skill position, and they got pretty good receivers, pretty good skill people.
I know it sounds a little crazy, maybe me saying this, but I know Phillipsburg is 28-0, but I think a lot closer game than what the score indicates tonight. I mean, if you look, we've talked about it already. East Brunswick drove the length of the field. Again, I thought he was in on the 3rd down play. They stopped just short. Would have made it 7-7. Phillipsburg comes down, scores, make it 14-0. They get that interception, right, to make it 21-0.
Right, that interception wouldn't have happened if
exactly. So
everything snowballed into another thing. I think that was maybe not the counter.
If there's no...
How about those cheerleaders? The whole game.
Yeah.
The music's playing. They're dancing and jumping. They've got to be in some great shape. He's waiting for the guy to
Yeah,
start.
I know. And that probably going to be close. I mean,
Yeah.
technically not, but we'll up.
Oh, penalty. One of our guys? Don't.
He was the guy that threw the flag was looking at an East Brunswick player.
All right, my thing is, hey, coach, get number
Right.
100 out. He's going to get chucked. He's lost his composure. Well, I don't know what happened. I'm not saying we're wrong. I don't know what went on. But referee, you got to take control. And there's different ways of doing it than a penalty.
And did East Brunswick just call a timeout here?
Well, knowing Andy, it would be to settle his kids down.
Right.
And tell them let's finish the game.
So we got East Brunswick there for, you know, the team and the seniors. And here you get a look at Coach Steinfeld here. We got one more game, right? We got a game against
Kennedy, Thursday.
which how many times have
We
East
used to
Brunswick
play them.
used to play all the time,
oh,
right?
We used to play them, right? I remember going up there and played I'm going to say a 12-12 tie way back.
Yeah.
But knowing Andy, he's telling his kids to settle down, finish strong, you know, play the East Brunswick way, finish with class. And David Ambrosi, thanks,
Yeah, good
thanks
job,
again,
Dave.
buddy. We're going to miss you.
Yep, enjoy your retirement. You can get him on here as a guest appearance. He can, right? We're gonna have to. He's not gonna disappear from. We'll get him back on here.
Pags, I hope you took some notes because you got some big shoes to fill, buddy. Victory formation.
All right, so that's going to be it here as the clock winds down. So Phillipsburg 28, East Brunswick 0. Like we said, East Brunswick football will have one more game this upcoming Thursday at 7 o'clock against JFK. And, you know, let's hope for the East Brunswick to get on the board and get a win in that game.
And again, people can say, why Thursday? Well, it's because the better officials, they're going to want them doing the state games on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
And that's for those people that are questioning. Richard, it was a pleasure doing football with you. It took me a couple of weeks to get here.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's great being back here at old EBHS with you, Mr. McAvoy, Dave, Pags, watching the Bears play football. So it's really a fun time for me.
All right, so that's it from East Brunswick, and have a good night. We'll see you soon.